Hi, I'm Pyro. So, if you read the title of the video, or if you didn't, let me tell you, I will be talking about myself, and not really like big uh, information, but like information that's like kind of tells you about my behavior, not like a matter of like, oh, I'm mentally ill. Well, I mean, technically, I am in a way. I'll explain that in a second. But, so I'm Pyro, older and essentially female version of another YouTuber named Blakely. They're my cousin who was on the stream a couple times. They are going through, sorry, what is this? They're not in the best headspace, so please show them some love. I'll have their channel in the description. That is one thing I would not forget to do. So, what was it? What else was I going to say? My memory's terrible. Oh yeah, that reminds me. ADHD. Also, I'm not going to talk about her issues because I don't have permission from her. And I'm not going to just openly, because I feel like that's like a, yeah, it's like a breach of trust, you know? Just openly talking about someone and like what's going on in their lives without you knowing. I feel like it's kind of wrong to do, so I'm not gonna do that. Unless she gives me permission. If she gives me permission, then yeah, I'll talk about it. But if she doesn't, I won't. Oh, cool. I need that. Anyway, alright, so I have ADHD, which will explain my low attention span and low. I would like a distraction and my speech. It also explains my speech because now it's not a matter of like, oh, I'm thinking faster than my mouth. No, I'm not thinking, and my mouth is just moving. But since I'm not thinking, I can't say anything, so my mouth just moves, but no words come out. It's not even a stutter, it just can't. Yeah. Now, the only issue is, I should have an issue. I just personally can't tell if that's because of the autism or because of the ADHD. It's really hard to tell. I have both, by the way. That wasn't kind of already obvious. Yeah, I feel like most people in that situation would be offended that people assume you have autism, which I feel like if you don't, might be offensive, I guess. I wouldn't know because I legitimately do have it. So, yeah. It's hard to figure out if you should be offended or something if someone's assuming you have that. If you, well, have it. Yeah, this is the base, by the way. Tour stuff. But yeah, I will not be calling her by her actual name. I'll call her Baby. Because I also don't have permission to do that. So, like, and yes, I could ask, and but I probably won't, because I'll probably forget, which is not an issue either. And like I said before, if you're confused, we are essentially the male and female version of the same person. We're very similar, but me and River are not related, which I find quite funny personally. How two people not related. There also one reason why I don't post often is not, okay, I say it's because of motivation, but it's not. It's social anxiety. Because the thing is, I just talk, right? But then when I'm talking to myself, which I do most of the time, what do they, I forgot how to look at it, but most of the time, even when I'm talking to myself, I stutter, and I can't finish a sentence. That's why I was so hesitant, because I would have started content creation like years ago when I first made this account in general. Well, maybe I did stuff like that, but I didn't. Why did I do that? But I didn't because I stutter so much. So I was like subconscious. It's like I should put my best friends on, but it's like be, it's a matter of like I can't edit. I don't really care to learn how to edit, and also a matter of I I can't finish a sentence. Like none of this is on purpose. None of the stops that you're hearing in this video are on purpose. I genuinely just cannot finish a thought whatsoever. And when I do, it's rare. It sounds so sad and pathetic, but when I do, I don't know how to finish said thought. And goddamn, I can't fucking. I this is genuinely not on purpose. Like I know how it seems like it's on purpose, but I'm talking about it and then it's happening as I'm talking about it. This is legitimately on purpose. My attention span is just. It's my attention span. I cannot think. And what was I talking about? No. My attention span can't think. Was my. Was it? I'm genuinely confused. Give me a second. I was talking about antisocial, wasn't I? Yeah, I was talking about my stuttering. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I was talking about stuttering and I can't finish thoughts. And then often, because I can't finish a thought, I talk very quickly. So I'm actually able to, well, finish the thought. If I'm speaking quick enough, I'm able to finish the thought because the thought just comes in and just keeps coming, coming. And yeah, it works most of the time. It kind of does. I don't know. Like, it kind of works, but then it kind of doesn't at the same time. Because like that. Because I end up thinking, because I end up talking too fast for me to think, and then I don't think, and then I don't talk, and then it goes back to square one of where I just was 2 seconds ago. So, yeah. Isn't that great? Sorry, I'm trying to organize while talking quickly to actually get my point across. I know it's a very bad combination. I think I'm at the point where I think just me and speech is a bad combination. But I talk a lot. But the thing is, in public, like when I'm around people I actually hang out with, I don't talk. Like when I'm by myself, I talk a lot. And oh. So I think I told you, like yeah, I talk about this sometimes. Now I have 2 dads. It's not even like it's not a bad relationship though, so don't think that. It's good. But what I find kind of funny is how my grandma, my grandmother, well, Mimi. No, that's just Lorraine. Okay, so here, um, where, where did the shovel come from? Where did the shovel? What? Okay, I don't know where the shovel came from, but we have a shovel now. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Okay, so I have 3 grandmothers I'm probably talking about. So let me simplify that. So there's Grams, who is my mom's brother. There's are you serious? I'm missing one. There's Nani, who is my stepdad's mom, and there's Mimi, who is my biological dad's mom. This is about her and my biological dad. You're gonna like me saying his actual name, which I don't really care about. Like I could say it, but then he'll probably call me, and then I'll have to deal with that, and I don't really feel like dealing with that. Because honestly, like, not to like bash him, but arguing with him is just annoying. Honestly, arguing with adults are annoying because they pull the whole "I'm an adult" card, which if you know me for any period of time, I don't care for hierarchy. I'm just being honest. I don't care who you are or what you are. Like, I was gonna say, unless you're President of the United States, but I probably won't respect you. Not even just because of who he is, just in general. But anyway, let's not bring politics into this. Not the type of person. I don't really care for politics. I'm a baby. I'm not like a literal baby. I'm old enough for the Twitch's terms of service. There you go. That's how you just know by my age. I'm old enough to be on the platform, but I'm not old enough to drink. There you go. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the story. So, I went down there, put the shovel away, but I didn't grab the wool, which was the whole reason I went down there originally, and I forgot about the shovel, but then I remembered the shovel, but then I didn't remember the wool, which is the reason I went down in the first place. I'm very smart. I'm very smart. Um, I'm, bruh, I forgot what I was talking. Okay, the story. I try and talk about for a while, but I just can't think. Okay, so this is not really like like it's not one of those other stories you hear from streamers talking about like some they were talking about me behind my back and then secretly they were on a government project or something. No, not like that. I don't think of a government project. Honestly, if I was, or if I am a government project, I'm a very good government project. Like what type of government project would I be? Like what project could they possibly be working on making a me? I feel like I'm a very good project. It's not even like a self-degrading way. I genuinely don't think I would be a good project in any capacity. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, sorry. So the funny thing is, they were talking about me talking to myself, and now there was questioning why I talk to myself. And then the funny thing is, they were saying, I hope he doesn't answer himself. And the funny thing is, I picked up to the conversation and I said I do. I genuinely do. I genuinely answer myself. That's why it's so easy for me to do content. I feel like people like me, people who talk to themselves, just ADHD in general, it's so easy for us to do content because we already talk to ourselves. And talking to or recording a video, it's essentially like talking to everyone. And like you don't even have to think about people. Like, cause I genuinely, even before I start a conversation, I talk like I'm talking. When I talk to myself, I talk to like I'm talking to someone else, and for some reason, I'm able to answer myself from a different person's point of view. That could just be autism, or that could be a borderline personality disorder. I don't know. It can genuinely be either or. Burnt the flowers. No, I like my flowers. My flowers are pretty. But the flowers, did I not break the flowers? I don't know. I'm tripping. Give me a second. I don't like the holes. Okay, I fixed it. Anyway. Sorry, I didn't like the holes. It looked ugly. I didn't like it. So, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the story. Wait, no. I was talking about, yeah. I answer myself in like a third person point of view. Like not third person, like a narrate type thing. Like Pyro said that he likes doing this, but doesn't like this at a certain angle, at a certain temperature. Like, yeah, I don't do that. I just talk to myself like I'm talking to another person. Then I answer myself like I'm talking to another person. Um, I don't know if that's like classified as an issue. I don't think it's an issue. Is that an issue? I mean, depending on who you ask, that's an issue. But yeah, also, me and Mimi, we clash heads a lot because, okay, not like in a mean way. She's old, so she like does things old school, right? And as you know, someone who, so as you can probably imagine, someone with no regard for hierarchy and upper levels of respect, and someone who is old school and used to getting respect. Those two don't go hand in hand, as you could imagine. And the thing is, what I find kind of funny is my biological dad trying to be like the mediator and tries to like handle it for me, and which is kind of annoying because the way he says like, "Oh, you're a kid, so you can't do that," which that just annoys me because like I don't like people use the word "can't" because I'm smart ass, and second when someone says "can't," I think of like, no, I can't. You don't want me to, but I can. Right? Also, these are bridges I made yesterday. I'm very proud of them. They look nice. This was a struggle. But, yeah. Like, that kind of annoys me. Like, it's not his fault. It's just wording. It's just like, the way he sees it is like, I'm too young to handle it myself, even if I can't. Which, I guess makes sense to a point. Still kind of annoying, but, makes sense to a point. But, I find it so funny because all the little arguments when my dad's not there to like break them up, I win. Because she goes to like it's not even like a oh I kind of no I genuinely win because the way she goes is she tries to walk away and act like she won it, but then the thing is she walks away and mad, right? Me on the other hand, I'm laughing. I'm just saying, after an argument, if someone's walking away annoyed and grumbling to themselves, and the other person's laughing, which person do you think won? Like, not even just, like, just in general. The person who's laughing is most likely what she's thought or said. Because, just, yeah, I win all the arguments. That's not even a cockiness thing. I'm just genuinely, most of the time, we get into the stupidest arguments. And it's all because I don't want to do because okay, she doesn't ask. Like she doesn't ask you to do something. She tells you. It's like another question. It's like when she says "Can you?" She doesn't say "Can you?" She just tells you to do it. And like if my mom said it, then I would, because my mom. But the thing is, I don't particularly like if she wants this. I'm sorry, but I don't particularly okay, not that I don't like you, I don't like your personality. Like, you yourself, you're not bad. But it's your personality. And I know it's just how you're raised. Because I'm different. I get it. I genuinely do. But it's just like, you could try. Like, I'm just saying, you could try. But enough complaining about that. Back to actual funny stories. What other random stuff can I talk about? I'm just gonna this is just story time. Now, I keep wanting to talk about this one story, but I feel like it will cause some sort of controversy, which, based off of my track record of winning arguments, I'd probably absolutely slam any controversy that came my way. Like, easy, I would slam the controversy. But I don't really feel like it. Like, I'm not, like, in any sort of confrontation. Like, I'm great at conversation, I just don't really like confrontation. Because, like, I freeze up when on the spot. Which then makes people think I'm guilty, but I'm not. I just don't like. I'm antisocial, and if anyone else who's antisocial, you get it. You don't like being in the spotlight. So then when you're on the spotlight, you freeze up, and it makes you guilty. And it makes you feel guilty. It's like, no, I'm not guilty. I just don't like being randomly asked if I stole someone's sandwich, and I don't even know who that person is. Like, did you steal Kyle's sandwich? Who is Kyle? And then, like, in most, it's not even, it's kind of like a movie thing. It's like, when someone says, like, you, you did, no, it's like, when someone's undercover, they say you look like or you act like this person. They're like, who's that person? I bet they're cool. That's what they think this is. Every time I say, it's like, I don't know who that person is, they think it's some jerk. Like, no, it wasn't with a Kyle, but that happened to me. And I was so confused. Like, who is this? I was being confused. I was being confronted for stealing a sandwich from someone I don't even know. The person found the sandwich, so I was good. But like, I just found it kind of funny on how I got accused of stealing a sandwich from someone I don't even know. I don't like these random holes. I can wait. Hold on. Does this look good? Oh yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I like this little area. It looks fun. Also, another thing about me that's completely unrelated to story time. Um, Instead of saying funny, I just say fun because I feel like it's more like a multi-purpose thing. Because saying fun, it can mean like actual fun. It can mean funny, or it can mean or it can say it in a sarcastic way. Like my computer exploded. I'd be like, oh, well that's fun. Obviously, it's not fun. That's why I said fun. Are you serious? Are you serious? I went over here for the sheep. Hey, this is perfect time to show an example. That was fun. I came over here for the sheep, and when I get here, the sheep's gone. That was a perfect example. Thank you, sheep. I'm kind of annoyed because I kind of need it. Actually, I don't need more. Actually, I don't know why I was even killing sheep. Man, I don't know. My brain don't work sometimes. My brain don't work a lot of times. I made a bridge, but I don't use the bridge, which kind of sucks. It's more of an aesthetic kind of thing. Also, I might make another bridge over there. I thought because then I was like, oh, well, it's too small to actually matter. But then I realized it's the same. It's the same length as this bridge. So that logic doesn't really make sense. I don't think I have stuff to run. Let me see if I can make fireworks. Alright. So what was that? I don't know. Hey, I was talking about me saying fun. Oh, well, I have enough actually. I don't have mangrove though. I need mangrove because that's one of the blocks too. So let's go find mangrove. So, what was it? Alright, backstory time. So, oh yeah, there is, no, I'm not gonna do that one. So I feel like that's new. There's another one, but the way I'll say it, it makes it sound really mean. I don't want to do that. Cause like he annoyed me, like the person I'm talking about, he annoyed me in that situation. Actually, he's not even annoyed. It made me laugh, but how he took it, the situation. But like I don't. I feel like that's. I feel like it's more mean to talk about. I don't want to do that because like the whole point is the whole situation in general is more of him being. I'm not saying, but him being more childish And I feel like me talking about it, especially on a public platform, it makes me seem more childish, and I don't want to make myself seem childish in a situation where someone else is childish. You know? Because then if I say they're childish, it kind of like, it sounds like contradict, um, contradicting myself. Yeah, contradicting myself. Because then my whole uh, comment is, my whole thing's flawed anyway. So like, doesn't make sense, you know? You can't really like just call someone childish and then talk about it. But, like, you know, I'll stop. What other stuff? That one story is coming in my head, but I can't do that because it's it will cause controversy. And don't think it's like something like majorly bad, like kill someone. I did not. I have no felony charges. The story is an almost felony charge, but it's not like a bad thing. Well, it's a bad thing. Okay, so it's not like it's a bad thing, but it's not like a bad thing as in like I almost killed someone or something. No, I didn't do anything like that. I've hurt a few people, emotionally and physically, sometimes on purpose, but not like hospital level thing. But you know, that's kind of a lot. One time, I got annoyed at River, and I threw a book at her eye, and then ended up making her, I believe she had to get stitches. I do apologize for that, though. I am genuinely sorry for that. None of this is like current stuff, by the way. I mean, besides the one I was talking about, not talking about. But not the other one I was talking about, the controversy one. The other one that, yeah. I am very unorganized. Mentally, well, actually, no, in Minecraft, I'm very organized. I have like, wait, no, I have a junk chest. Dang it. So let me call myself organized in the game, and I realized there's a whole junk chest. It's not very organized now, is it? Well, actually, it's organized because the mess is put in a certain thing, so yeah, it is organized. Haha. What's up? Alright, story time. Um, I can't think of stories that just aren't either me injuring someone, me bullying someone, or me just being. Well, I was gonna say me just being me, but I feel like me just being me is the other two things combined. Oh, I could talk about my accident proneness. I am very accident prone. So, I have like 4 different scars on my arm, and none of it is like. The only thing is like some child abuse thing. No, not at all. They're all self-inflicted, but not like in a whole. Not like a emo, I cut my wrist type thing. No. It's just me being a dummy and running into things. Like, I have one tiny scar on my chest, and that is because I ran into a dresser. I kid you not. I don't remember if it's like a dresser or a count. I think it was a counter actually. I ran into a counter, and it didn't bleed, but I have a permanent scar on my chest because I ran into a counter. You know, I have I've actually cut myself a couple times by accident, right? And those scars aren't there. I kid you not. The actual scars being like, like accidentally nipping yourself with scissors or a knife or something. No, not those scars. Those scars, the ones that make sense to stay. Those don't stay. But instead me hitting my chest on a dresser is the scar that stays. And then the other ones are just me just running into things. I do have one that's actually from a different person, or actually from a person, but it's not like a bad, like I got stabbed or something. They just bit me, right? It was one of my friends. Yeah, it was one of my friends. We were playing. She bit me, and that was like, I don't know, that was a while ago. It's like 2, 3 weeks maybe, or 4 or 5, whatever. It was a while ago, and the mark is still there. Like, I don't know what I don't know if she got braces or some metal teeth or something, but that is still there. It's wild, you know? It has a full gold zombie. Pretty cool. I've been collecting gold armor if you now. I don't know if I said this in the video. Ooh, nice. Don't ask why I'm collecting gold armor. I just randomly had some gold armor from wearing clothes and stuff, so I just started collecting and put them on armor stance. Alright. There's one time, because, sometimes I do go over and visit my biological dad, 'cause I live with my stepdad and mom, right? And one of the times when I was like 4 or 3, mom came pick me up, I was running, and so it was on the driveway, and the driveway was like on an incline, was going up, and I tripped, and I almost busted my head open. I think I almost did, or I did bust my head open. So, yeah, watch where you're going, I guess. Watch your step. You don't want to end up like me. That makes you sound like a bad role model. Actually, I am a bad role model, never mind. I was about to say that makes me look bad. I am bad. Like, not in like a, oh, I'm a delinquent type of thing. No, I wouldn't consider myself a delinquent. I'd consider myself a prick. That's what I am. A prick and a douchebag are two different things. It's like dumb and stupid. Those are like, okay, so it's the whole this whole like same meaning, different level. I think I explained it in a video or on stream. How there's dumb, stupid, idiot, like all those on baseline mean the same thing, but they're like baseline to me, but they're the same thing, but they're all like different levels of the same thing. Like like dumb, stupid, and idiot. Like those are all like you'd say an insult, but they can all be used like um oh that's dumb. It's like someone did something. It's like someone tripped or something, and like that's dumb or something. I don't know. Or someone said something that doesn't make sense. You can say that's dumb or stupid. Or sometimes you get someone wrong. You can say like that's an idiot. That's like, but you can say it in a way that's like not obviously rude. You know, just like uh yeah, it's like one word that in one context is an insult, in another context it's like playful banter. You know, like with the bullies and stuff. I don't have that because I'm antisocial. Yeah, you know, every time I bring up my antisocial, it sounds so sad, but I'm like perfectly content with it. Like genuinely, I am lonely by choice. Genuinely by choice. Like I could go make friends. I have Discord. I could go make friends with people. I could. Am I going to? Absolutely not. But I could. It's just I don't. Okay, it's a matter of just like self consciousness. I don't want to end up judged. You know. I don't. Hmm. Because there's also the whole like people fake disabilities and stuff, and it's so common for people to fake autism and stuff. I feel like it's harder to just. I don't want to. I don't know. That makes you sound pitiful. Um, Never mind. Change the topic. I don't want to. I don't want. Also, I have a tiny bit of an ego. It's not really ego. I just don't like making myself sound. Hmm. I don't like needing things. Like that's not like, oh, I need to do something. No. I mean, if I'm in the middle of something, then yeah, I don't like doing something. But I feel like that's just human nature. if you're in the middle of reading a book or watching something, you don't have to get up to do anything. Like that obviously I don't like. But that's just people. I feel like that's just like a relatable thing. I'm not gonna be one of those like that's just relatable now. Like I feel like that's just a global relatable thing. Besides like workaholics. Workaholics scare me. Because I feel like it's just like a thing where no one likes their job work like that. It's like workaholic. I feel like one thing, there's two outcomes if you're a workaholic. Either you are broke and you really need some money, or you must have a fun job that you really like. I feel like those are the only reasons you'd be a workaholic. Yo, this is a big one. I don't think I've seen one like this big, honestly. It's also like perfectly up too. If this wasn't an ice biome, this would probably be great. I would make. I'd say like I can make this a place, but it's too far away. If this was closer, then yeah. Wait, that's an empty. Oh no, that is an empty spot. Wait, no, I need my crossbow. I spent too much time working on this crossbow. Also, I did put mending on my stuff. That bow's not mine. I killed it. I killed it. I stole it. I don't want to do trigger my brain. I'm stuck. Help. Uh, get away. Oh, what do you have to sell? Also, yes, if you're wondering, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, that was an actual accident. My bad, bro. Okay, I said my bad. That was an accident. I mean, hit you. My cursor was even on him. So I don't know how I hit him. What was I talking about? I actually have no idea. I actually do not do this stuff on purpose. My memory just goes bad. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. He fell off. I don't think I was gonna die, actually. I don't know why. I don't know why I got so pressed. I'm also collecting. What am I collecting? Oh yeah, enchantment books. I don't know how I forgot that after I didn't even say it yet. I want to get the ice brown. I want to get fly more. Okay, what I was talking about? I was talking about me being something. Honestly, I feel like this is the one video of mine that I'm genuinely like show. It seems so much more genuine than the other ones because on all the other videos, I genuinely like try to be, you know, like I'm not gonna say professional because I'm not professional, but I try to be more like not with all the slip ups, you know. Like on my streams and videos, I have like small slip ups and stuff, right? But then I try to like have some sort of seriousness because I feel like this like the whole constant just babble, I guess. I don't like that word. I don't know why. I don't like the word babble. But like I just feel like I have to be more. I don't feel like someone wants to just listen to someone. Like I know people watch people talk, like like people who like talk about topics and controversy and stuff. Like yeah, I know people watch those, but the thing is, they they have either have a script or they have like they edit out their mistakes. I don't do that. I don't have either. That I don't like scripts. Like it was like a movie, something that like obviously, but for videos, I don't script anything. How would I? How would I? Why would I? That that's a perfect example. How and why would I script a stutter? They don't sound very smart, but yeah. I feel like for now on, my videos, on my streams, I'm gonna stop, or I'm gonna stop, I'm not gonna stop being like serious at some points, but I'm like just yap more, if, and just about anything. Like, I'm gonna just talk, just to talk. Because I feel like I go quiet too long because I can't think. So I feel like if I just constantly talk about something, I'll end up getting more people in. So that's my goal. Because I have the 27 or so followers on Twitch, but I don't, I mean, not Twitch, I wish, on Twitter, but I don't have it on any of the platforms. Like, and I did post a thing for people to subscribe to my YouTube, but they're not, which kind of sucks, because the only thing I'm posting on my Twitter is, is like announcements that I'm live, or I posted a video. So, like, why are you following me? Like, why are you following an account that's posting videos and that's posting announcements for a channel that you're not watching or following? Like, it doesn't make sense, you know? And I do know why, in a way, because I'm not cheating. Okay, I heard a noise, I don't know why you. I'm also easily startled, but a lot of them are. I almost said the complete wrong word. Yes, yes, yes. Meow. If you if you didn't know already, my favorite enchantment is Riptide. It's the best enchantment in the entire game. Fight me. I love Riptide. Riptide's great. I feel like I might accidentally run into an island. Oh, this is so great. Also, I do have shaders on. I think I already said that though. I know that's a different recording. This is like the 15th. Well, not fifth. This is like the 5th try recording this video. Oh, it looks so, because the shaders look so sunny while it's raining. Kind of throwing me off a bit. No, I want to be able to fly. Actually, I should probably stop doing that. Because I'm not gonna be able to focus. I'll stop using the ledger. Because I'm not gonna be able to focus. Because I'm having too much fun. I hit the wrong button. What was I talking about? I was busy having fun. Me too, and I didn't forgot. I guess talk about me being more genuine, or was that old? Was I talking about me constantly talking about something? I think I was gonna talk about. This is genuinely not even a joke. I just find it funny how every time I talk about an issue, like one thing about myself, like my stuttering and stuff, it happens, and it's not even it's not even on purpose. It's just funny to me that when I'm talking about something, I just instantly prove it on accident. Sorry for going quiet. I forgot again. I can't. Maybe I need a script. Actually, no, because I am not organized. Like, I'd end up going on making a video for one topic, but then talking about a different topic in that video, and then not realizing until I post a video, and the video's talking about like videos titled like reasons why I don't like cheese. I love cheese, but like reason why I don't like something, but then the actual videos about like the fundamentals of horse reproduction. Like I don't know. Don't think that I know you're gonna be like that's weird. That was kind of the point. Like I just had to pick two things that were just unrelated whatsoever, and I happened to pick cheese and horse reproduction. Did you know, speaking of horse reproduction, did you know Glock, the company that makes the guns, they also do horse insemination? And I don't know if I can say what that is on YouTube, so I am going to let y'all Google that. Google horse insemination. I'll say it one more time so you can use the what is it? The captions to spell it. Insemination. There you go. You can use the captions and figure it out. That's on you. I said it 3 times for you. You put it with, hey, look. Actually, I don't have enough. I have some, but I don't have enough for my liking. See, oh, that's good. Is that copyrighted? Honestly, I said it so off key and so horribly. I don't even think they care. You can't notice. I found a loophole. If you sing so horribly that the song's unrecognizable, you don't get sued. Like, how do you prove it's your song? Like, how do you prove? The lyrics aren't the same. The beats. Actually, nowadays you can't even say the beat. So many songs use beat. It's not like I'm not accusing anyone. It's actually hard to make an original beat. Actually, it's impossible to make an original beat because music has been around for how long? Genuinely, the odds of you finding a beat that no one has used before is it's almost like trying to make a new color. Genuinely, it's almost like trying to make a new color. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not. Like no matter what colors you mix, oh man, like no matter what colors you mix, someone has already done it. You can mix magenta and periwinkle, right? Well, actually, those actually go together. You can mix Pantone and ruby red, right? You can mix those complete red. Wait, no, those are related too. I keep picking colors. You can pick lemon yellow and silver, right? See, those aren't related, but that's already probably a thing. You see, like no matter what weird combination of stuff you come up with for colors, it's already done, and I find it kind of cool personally, but that's makes me like the black uniqueness is already gone most of the time. Like no hate towards anyone, but like a lot of stuff like I know mine's probably similar to a lot of people, but like if you shut up and I'm finished, it doesn't really matter if you're it doesn't matter if your content itself is used because even if what you're doing in whatever playing or the content is, it's not your videos aren't because you're unique, you know? That's not supposed to be like a inspirational thing. It's just like a fact. It doesn't really matter what your video you're making is not original. You are original. You can have your own takes on it. So it's still gonna be different from someone else's unless you're just copying your video. Like it's not really unique, you know? But yeah. I for one well I forget what I was talking about honestly. I for one don't like content stuff, you know? But like I feel like to some points people just mix content stealing and similar content ideas together. Like I see that going, like I see that happening tonight with someone that just has similar ideas to someone that they stay with stealing their content. I only have one, so which it's like as far as I can I cannot speak, which I don't get fully what people mean by that. Like just having a similar like concept or take on something is not really stealing content. It's just agreeing with someone. But as you can tell from today's modern society, I don't think people and agreeing with people exists anymore. Like it's not even a targeting thing. It's like genuinely people can't agree on a lot of things. I'm not gonna say anything because there's things people agree on, obviously. But it's just some things that people don't agree on. Well, actually, a lot of things. But there's also some things that people don't agree on that don't make sense to me. Like, I'm trying to think of it. Oh, I don't wanna bring that up. I don't wanna be that kind of person. Oh, I, my cursor wasn't even over there. My cursor wasn't even over there. Ah, let's, do I not have enough sticks? Well, now I just have two looms for no apparent reason. Sweet. Good job, me. Good job. Wait, I need the other thing. Why did I get rid of them? I need them. And don't even talk about the whole, oh, why not use invisible wireframes? I am on Bedrock Edition. I am on Bedrock Edition. Invisible wireframes do not really work on Bedrock Edition. If they did work on Bedrock Edition, I would have been using them. But they do not work. So I cannot use them. They do not work. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyway, I'm very tempted to go to like do another story time thing. I can't think of anything. Like I have so many stories, but like it's it's to the point where like you have so much of something to talk about that you don't know what part of it to talk about. You just have so much. Oh, I'm gonna myself. Easy dubs. I wasn't stressed at all. What are you talking about? Oh, I upgraded it, but it's bigger. Also did this area. It's bigger though by a little bit. Also, I don't think she has a channel. Actually, no, she has TikTok. I don't know her TikTok. But, River, I met one of her friends last night. She's cool. I like her. She's cool. She likes horror movies. I know that because she was watching one. But there was a storm near me, so I couldn't watch it at all. It seemed interesting. There was, so this, I think this girl's husband died in a car accident, and then something with like some demon in a shadow that kept possessing the mom and trying to kill people. And then there was something with the dog. I think the dog got possessed first, and then the dog died, but then the dog came back, but then the dog died again. I don't know. I wasn't able to watch it, so you can't blame me for giving you a terrible description of something I wasn't able to watch. I'm just giving you a description on what they gave me as a description. So, like I'm overlaying and overlay. So yeah, but she's fun. What other things do I have? I don't know if I want to open that can of worms because then the thing is, if I end up uh, blowing up, I don't want one of these. I don't want that word to spread to a community thing because I feel like if I say what I'm going to say, it's going to become a whole inside joke if I even get that big. And I'm gonna say it anyway. So my River, my cousin, has a very very annoying habit of constantly calling me a femboy. It's getting quite annoying. And the thing is, the annoying part is I don't get how. I don't get because and the thing is, I asked her this. She doesn't give me an actual answer. She's like, the way you act. It's like, one, how do I act like a femboy? And two, how do you even know what a femboy acts like to begin with? Like, that's what I'm getting at. How do you even know what one acts like? Who do you be hanging out with? You know? But then she said my voice, which, I didn't respond to. Because, actually, no, she apologized for that. Because the thing I also don't talk about is actually I was gonna say my insecurities, but like more like my old insecurities. I used to be very self conscious about my voice because actually that's also one of the other reasons I didn't do consecration earlier. Because my voice sounded very girly. And I did not like it whatsoever. I also started not I'm trying to really that's probably why I'm so antisocial. I just thought about that. Because when I think it was like I started getting a few comments when I was still in physical school that when my voice was girly, and yeah, that's when I first started becoming antisocial and started talking as much. Oh my god, trauma, like legit technical trauma. I do actually have a the way I'll say this will make it sound like a good thing. It's not, but I have a trauma response. It's not even like a it's not a bad thing in a way. I feel like it's a more normal one than anything. Yeah, I know trauma responses and normal don't really go together, but bear with me here. So, when someone yells, it's not even like a matter of yelling at me. It's like when someone yells, I don't like my brain kind of cuts off, right? And you may think, oh, so you just ignore everything they're yelling about, right? Uh, yes, but also no. So, even if it's like a whole, even like a celebration, right? That's why I don't go to sports games. It's like every time they go, woo, woo, I can't. It's 3 a.m. I'm not yelling. I'm not. I don't want to die. That is a joke. My mom will not kill me. She might throw something at me, but it'll probably be soft. Or she'll smack me with like a coat hanger or a belt or something. You know, the normal shut the fuck up parent things, you know? Boat, belts, coat hangers, random soft objects she finds on the floor. You know, a shoe, the, the normal stuff. Actually, probably not a shoe that might break my computer. Hopefully not. Um, what I was talking about? Oh yeah. So when I hear when people just screaming loud noises like that, I freeze up. I don't register anything. I can't talk, and I feel it's not dread. I just feel sad. Like I feel like I'm just going to cry, but I don't know why. I didn't really get yelled at like that. I really didn't get yelled at very often. So I don't know. I really don't know why. I'm getting yelled at very often. But like, I got yelled at, but like, who didn't get yelled at? Like, I got yelled at. No, 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 no. No. I have not had people blow up my stuff. I worked too hard on this. I will genuinely cry. Like that's not even a joke. Like for all seriousness, I will genuinely cry. Like no matter what it is, if I spend some time with it, I get emotional. It's not like I get emotion. I don't get emotionally attached fast. Not. I just realized some. I'm more emotionally attached to like physical in game and like inanimate objects than I do with like actual people. Am I parasocial? Am I parasocial? I don't know how to feel about that. Also, this is my Naruto character. Oh yeah, speaking of that, so those videos are coming up. So I do have two. I think I said it's on stream for the non video. So I have two videos that are for the Demon Slayer thing. I have the start of the one for the MHN, which actually I don't. Yeah, I have one that's the intro for the MHN, and then I have one that is the MHN. But the one for MJ crashed, so it's not very long, and then the other one, it's kind of balls. It kind of sucks. So I might just start them, but I have to make a new world. I don't really want to make a new world. What I like not for the Demon Slayer one. Demon Slayer one into the My Hero Macamura, but the My Hero one. I don't know. It really, it really depends on my mood. But I am trying to get better with my content creating. Like I am remembering more because it was the what was getting me is the fact like I'm not no one's watching me, right? So I I have a bit more followings, but before it felt like no one's watching me. So what's the point of like what's the point of making like of trying to be consistent on making videos if no one's watching me? You know? Also, this looks oh my god. This looks epic. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I don't know. I got an idea. That ain't working. Oh, cool diamonds. You were not exploding them. What was I saying? I even a joke, I forgot. No, parasocial was a minute ago. I'm not talking about that anymore. Forget what I'm talking about the second I get distracted or something else. I'm like a child the second you hold up something shiny. Like the child's like in depth talk to you about something. Like I blah 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 blah. And you hold up like car keys or something. Like the child's just like entranced with the car. That's me. That's me. Instead of car keys, just anything. Like the second I see something I'm talking about, I get distracted by it, and I forget what I was talking about beforehand, and then I end up remembering something I wasn't even talking about before, and yeah, and it happens a lot. Right now, I literally just started talking about a whole different topic than what I was originally talking about. And no, I did not remember what I was talking about beforehand. I still have no clue what that is. I don't know. Also, yes, I'm aware the ward is probably going to spawn, and I am aware the ward is probably going to kill me. But, well, you see, the thing is, I can fly. He cannot. I have, I have infinite lives. He does not. I can just come back. He kills me once, I come back, and I kill him again. Okay, I was talking crap, but you didn't actually have to, like, prove it. I mean, if you want to go act all tough and stuff, you can go do that. You go be tough. You go do all that. I'm gonna go over here, take my happy almond colored butt over here. Yes, I said almond color. I am of the melanin variety, the darker, more melanin variety. Something I just realized that doesn't make sense to me is like the second that happened, the second I said that, the song "F the Police" by NWA popped in my head because they have minorities and like because they have just because I'm black in there in one of the lines. So yeah, that's what I thought. But that did remind me that I feel like the word, I feel like the definition of minority kind of doesn't make sense to me. Because yes, it's like it's supposed to be a small group or something, but I feel like everyone should be considered in a sort of minority. Like obviously not like a racial minority. I mean technically as well actually. But still, I feel like any sexual orientation, race, or ideal is in a minority. So I feel like technically, not, like this is not in any sort of like racial format, but technically I feel like anyone could be technically considered a minority. Also, for some reason, I really want to talk about what's going to be my. That's probably my Dragon Con cosplay as well, but that's going to be my Halloween cosplay and my Dragon Con cosplay. So hopefully I can go to Dragon. It is going to be Venti from Genshin Impact, but it's going to be a specific Venti. It's going to be the pirate Venti. I also want to see if I can get a hat, because I don't think he has a hat in that one, but I want a hat. I want to be pirate Venti, because I love Venti. Venti is the best. I'm also probably not beating the fanboy allegations, but at this point, I do not care. And Venti is the best, and I love this Venti. The coffee as well. But I want to be the pirate version of Venti, because I like pirate. Like, there's another one I want to be. The other one that seems that one of my favorite Venti skins is the his Archon outfit or Archon outfit, whatever you pronounce it. Oh, hold on, it exploded. Um, but the issue is with that, it is well Google it. You can only Google it. You'll know what I mean. It's the winged outfit. Okay, so essentially, the problem I have with the outfit is it's kind of skimpy because like it should okay like your your parts are covered, right? But the issue is it showed like your entire stomach is exposed. And I don't like showing skin. Like I wear oversized clothes and brown clothing on purpose because I love having room. Like comfort over style any day. I would wear hot pink clothing if it was comfortable. I don't care. I probably wouldn't go outside in it, but I don't go outside in general, so I don't have no issue with this. Like I'm not gonna be one of those people like you don't get to hang out with friends. What friends? Again, don't pity me. That's not sad. That's I have no friends on purpose. I mean, the one friend I did, honestly, okay. So I don't like talking about other people like that because like unless it's just like an open YouTuber topic because like it's a through. But there's one person I will talk about, and I don't care if they do it bullshit. Now, you're like, oh, what's this person do? Well, no. So, I'm not gonna give them. I'm not gonna say the name. It wouldn't really matter, but then you'll probably assume it's this person or this person, but it's not. So, this person was a friend of mine. Honestly, I feel like I should have just picked up on the signs earlier, but long, yeah, I'll start. So, I joined a server that I found, and I was looking for a team to join, right? Minecraft server. And I found a team with two people. One person was named Eddie, and I'll say that. Other person's named Cookie. This is not Cookies. Neither are big YouTubers. They're no big names, okay? So don't go assuming they're people. Neither of them are YouTubers. So there's no like social platforms. Do not bother anyone. I mean, besides Cookie, because you'll see what I mean later on. When I do it. So pretty. So it was doing good. I did pick up that Cookie had a bit of anger issues, but like I didn't think of it at the time. But so later on we kind of had like two different arcs of stuff. So first we had a new player in our little team, and they were stealing stuff from everyone. And then originally they thought it was me because I'm me. Because the thing is, when someone accuses me of something, I don't say I didn't do it. I don't say I didn't do it. I don't say I did do it. I don't say I didn't do it. I just I just sat silently and watched. Which, yes, in the long run, made me look suspicious. But the thing is, I was observing their body language and everything. Also, I am very good at stalking, so I pretty much figured out who was stealing, and I kept telling them this, but they did not listen, and they accused Cookie, right? And Cookie got all mad and moody, and he left for a bit, and then while he left, we figured it out, right? Well, pretty much, I figured it out. So pretty much I was being nosy and a little stalker, and I was making a basement to escape from people, and then ended up digging into one of the players' basements, the one who was stealing stuff, and I ended up uncovering all the stolen items. And obviously I stole mine back and some of the other items from other people. Um, yeah. So pretty much I stole the stolen items back, and then some. It's like interest, you know? Like he paid me back plus interest, which is happened to be from other people. But in general, right? What is that? Water. So pretty much after that, they figured it out and Cookie got back online, and everyone apologized. And then something else happened, and they got muted for a bit because we're the admins, so they couldn't talk. They used signs. No, they got into a heated argument because Cookie was tired of getting friends and stuff. They kept going after me for whatever reason, which was kind of weird. But in the long run, I figured out why. You'll figure it out later on. So then they reconciled and became cool. And then and then everyone was getting free stuff from like admins and stuff, but I wasn't, which I didn't care for originally. But and then, so you know how I'm a person who does not care about hierarchy. This is important. So while I was in the Nether, I died and lost all my stuff, and one of I was complaining about it. Then one of the admins said you can just get it back, and then I said it's gone in lava. But then he kept saying you can just get it. It's like, and I was starting to get annoyed because like I just can't. Which is another thing about me. I don't like when people say I can do something I prove just can't. It's pretty much in the same boat as someone saying I can't do something and I just technically can. It's in the same boat as that. I just don't like that. Weird pet peeve of mine. I'm gonna die. Um, that's why. Yeah. So I got in a bit of a beef with the admin, and I was winning. Like, genuinely, I was winning the argument with logic. But then, it's like, okay, if you're, those pretty much like, okay, with, you're winning this logic, so I'm just mute you for an entire year. Like I didn't get muted for a year, but like I got unmuted, but the duration was a year, which I feel like that's just pathetic in my opinion. How someone using logic, like genuinely, it's not even like some self-centered stuff. I was genuinely using logic, and that got me muted for a year. But um, one of the admins, the goat, um, he. So I was talking to that. I messaged him on Discord, and then he was pretty much just using his power against me, which like not much I can really do. But it honestly, I wasn't even mad. It was just funny. It was just funny how he was resorting to using his, admin powers and all that against me because he couldn't actually use logic. So that was kind of funny. But yeah. So then I got next to another admin. He talked to him, and I got unmuted. So that was pretty cool. It was like years ago. Apparently he's also like 40. I don't know. He had like a whole retirement thing on the server. Yeah, I don't know. They're old. Um, what else? I'm trying to think of more. I also met one of my current best friends on that server. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, yeah. So then, like, after I got unmuted, I met my current best friend, Milker, or just Milk for short. Actually, let's just go DJ. If they're using, let's just roll with that, right? So, and then I forgot this is mainly about Cookie. I'm gonna be for real. So, they were friends with Eddie, and then Eddie left. We started talking, and then randomly, I got they added me in Discord, and then yeah. But anyway, so during the whole interaction, we got a message from Cookie because we also had his Discord, and he was complaining that he got accused of being a PDF file on a Minecraft server. Now, everyone was like, "Oh no, that sucks. It's not good to be accused of." Like, which is not. Like, no one wants to be accused of being that. But so essentially, we had to be comforted with that. And the long story short, they got double crossed by one of Eddie's friends, and then they were talking crap. No, they were talking about leaving the server and going to another server. So the admin banned both of them because he's a pathetic incel. Probably shouldn't say that, but I don't care. And banned them because they were talking about the server, which I wasn't talking about it because I think I was. I know I got muted again during that time. No, I'm not even gonna say what I got muted for that time. Just know I be beefing with everybody, and I be winning. It's not some overly cocky stuff. I genuinely do be winning beefs. But anyway. So essentially, how long is this? It's gonna be like a ridiculous long video. An hour. So they're talking about a new thing, and they found a new server. So long story short, we played on the server for a bit, and then Cookie got accused of. He got accused, and then he was hated on the server for a bit. We're talking to a for quote unquote. So he was being set up. No, so he broke up with his girlfriend, who mind you was 16, right? Now I didn't say Cookie's age yet. Just bear with me here. You'll figure it out in a second. Well, actually later, but so and she apparently leaked some of their chats, and then pretty much like blackmailing him and stuff. And then I guess he got like banned or something, or he just no, I know he's trying. He did. He made a new account to try to like talk to her, to try to like uh get good with her again and stuff. I think it works, I believe. But then, apparently, like later on, it was all good, found a girlfriend and stuff, and she was like 18, and we got banned again. And turns out the reason he did get, uh, hmm, I don't know if I have more stuff to this. This is honestly, I'm having fun just telling this. I like talking about drama. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that because that sounds racist, even I don't mean it that way. But so somehow he got exposed again for talking to 16-year-old, got banned from the server, and then we made a server together, right? And now this time it was just me because when we were switching to the new server, we ended up losing Eddie, and we don't have contact. Like I have all of her socials and stuff, but she doesn't. They're all private, so I have no access to talk to him. So yeah. Um, and pretty much we met, but me and Milk were still best friends. We were more friends than uh each of us and Cookie were. And then so I made them all back, and then Cookie provided the server, and he had so it was working fine, but there were some issues with the markup, and I kept updating it and fixing the issues. But then at a certain point, he told me that this one mod that I'm pretty sure I deleted, but somehow got back into the files. Um, was an issue, right? So then I told him to do it, just remove it then. But then he told me to do it. But then my my smart mouth kicked in, and I said, "Why would I do something you can use me? What's the point of pointing something out if you can do it yourself for being lazy?" And then he apparently didn't like that, and that he's done, and then blocked me, right? But then, so turn, and then later on, we figured out that all those like allegations of him being a pedophile was true. Like he had like three different girlfriends when he was 16. Now, Cookie, well, actually now he's 22 because his birthday was. Actually, I'm not gonna say his birthday because that's just a invasion of privacy if he is a pedophile. So turns out all that was true, and he was 21. Now he's 22. So yeah, I'm still friends with Milk though. So during that whole time on the server, I s- well no actually I gained two friends. We also have another one where I play with sometimes. We're not really close friends, but we we and we talk and we play together sometimes. So like I got two friends from that server experience, along with a lot of drama. Like the play on the server was fun. The server's dead now because they changed the make to the went to a different server. But for the time that I played on the server, it was fun. Genuinely, it was fun. There's like so much stuff went on that server. Especially with the whole PDF thing. Like honestly, I genuinely wanted to believe him, but then I caught on quickly because I can read people. Like how I caught the dude who was stealing stuff from people. I caught him almost instantly. So I can read people. But the issue is the reason I couldn't read Cookie is I feel like he was good. He was no, I get it. I get it. So I don't care for people pleasing. All right, I'm not a people pleaser. River, my cousin, she is. She's people pleasing. I'm not. But I avoid the issues with people, and he has anger issues. So when he was getting mad, I would just like de-escalate it and just never mind. Which is and it's because I backed off and just stopped it. That's why I didn't realize sooner that he was. Oh, oh, figure it out. Well, that was a story time, huh? Honestly, I find it kind of, I find it kind of funny in a way, in a very weird way. I found it funny. My well, I don't even remember what I was gonna say, but I do find it kind of funny how because the second it happened, the second like when it happened the second time, like the first time, I genuinely give him the benefit of the doubt because I got in a I was accused of something similar in a way. Difference is one of it was true, but like first time I give him the benefit of the doubt because people accuse people of doing just things not directly of that nature, but people accuse people of doing things all the time. It's like sometimes because they don't like that person, sometimes because they have a grudge, other times just because they can't, right? Which also makes me annoyed on some uh things, but I'm not gonna go over that. Or maybe I could. I don't know. I mean, I could, but um, so like first time I gave him the benefit of the doubt because like he was my friend and it's like just because you get accused of one thing doesn't mean it was true. But the second time, because like I'm sorry, because the ages were also matched. The first time, well, no, was did it? No, I think it was 11 on the first one. But you know, like, it sounds weird because wait, actually no, it didn't. Oh, it doesn't sound weird because he said they were building. But how are you helping someone? No one would just accuse you of that off the bat of building something. It's all coming together. He used to be a Roblox YouTuber, but then he said he used to be like a big in it and in love, but then something happened, and I never asked what. The PDF allegations. It all makes sense now. Oh my god, it all makes sense now. That's why he stopped doing the Roblox stuff. It all makes sense. Oh my god. I'm genuinely coming to a chain realization right now. How did I not realize this faster? But genuinely, the reason why he. Oh my lord. That's kind of insane, honestly. I don't know how I didn't realize this sooner. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it didn't make sense. Because his whole thing was he was helping some girl build, and they accused him of being a pedophile. And then I just went with it, but I never really thought about it. But then that doesn't make sense because you're just helping someone build, and why would the age even come up in that entire conversation to begin with? Why would you know her age to begin with? You're building. But then I thought, okay, what if you're just getting to know someone, right? But then the thing is, it's Minecraft, right? So people of all ages play Minecraft, so they wouldn't because they because of them being 21, they would execute. That's unlikely. He was most likely saying something during that. Like, that makes perfect sense now too, because he was flirting with Eddie as well, and Eddie was 11. Oh my god, this all makes so much sense. I'm over here like making realizations, connecting all the dots now. How is I so blind? I see it. I see it now. I see it. Yeah. So, oh my god, he was. Okay, this is honestly just something I never realized. It all makes sense why. Because you don't randomly just accuse someone of doing that, right? You have to have something. And it was true, but I was blinded by the fact that he was my friend. But then the second time I caught on because that doesn't happen twice. Like, I get it, you get accused of something, but the only time you get accused of it, like something you get accused of multiple times, it's like if you have something on your profile, right? Like if you say or something, like you have something on your profile that has something to do with LGBTQ, right? I'm not gonna specifically say what because I don't feel like thinking of something to come up with. But like depending on what it is, people can either assume like they can either assume your sexuality or they can assume you're homophobic or something, right? It's depending on what you have. But it's Minecraft, right? There's no there's no bio system. So the only way they know is based off what you said. Like if it was Roblox, then yeah, because there's little bio thing. But still, though, you have to click and dig through them. The only web, the only site I really know that just has a bio like this. It's all starting to really make sense, huh? And it's also he was also flirting with my cousin, which that genuinely like not even that was before I fully like connected and used the phone. Like genuinely, even if he was still around her age, I was fighting the urge to cuss him out. Genuinely, I was genuinely fighting the urge to cuss him out because I don't look now. At that time, we were friends. Like he was cool, right? But regardless, I don't know. Like unless yeah, I'm like that overprotective sibling, right? Unless I prove you're not dating her, okay? That's just how it is. And at that point, I knew his age, right? And a 21-year-old is not dating. I'm not gonna say her name. When her age is on her YouTube profile. A, my 21-year-old is not dating my 11-year-old cousin. I'm not going with that. One, that's just illegal. And two, even if it wasn't illegal, it's still just weird. Okay, it's like no, where'd the dirt go? Sorry, I'm right now. Yeah. Okay. It's just yeah. It's like it's stuff like that that honestly makes me realize that you really do not know the people you're hanging out with. Like you really don't know. I feel like sharing my other. I feel like sharing my other PDF file story. The only issue is it's not like a person. It's about me. Now don't say anything yet. So essentially, River. It was at a point where River, her, I don't. She has three. She has two siblings, but I'm trying to remember if her little brother was born yet. I don't know if he was born yet, but and then her sibling or siblings. I think I asked their name, but whatever. River, her sibling or siblings, and her mom was staying living over with us, my mom and stepdad, and we were and she wasn't. Her mom wasn't probably taking care of her, okay? And her pieces, if you know what I mean, her area, right, was infected. I guess I don't know. I didn't pay attention because I don't really want to know about my cousin's lady parts. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. I don't really want to know about that, right? So, bec and then went to the nurse about it, and instead of instead of like saying her mom wasn't doing anything, like what helping her bathe or whatever, which I mean like it makes sense to a point because like you don't really want your like mom take you away or something, right? So like it makes sense. But instead of doing that, she accused me of quote quote touching her. It's like one one of something. What's that? Okay, that's kind of cool. But two, and then they jumped. I forgot what I was gonna say. They just jumped the gun and automatically went with that. Like the school just automatically went with that. Sorry. Also, I don't think I mentioned that school, right? They automatically accused that. They all just went with. And then I was just getting back and forth accused of all of this. And I was confused because none of, I was told none of this. Like, they just walked in and automatically accused me of this. And you like, if you were in this situation and you were just chilling in your room and then randomly you were accused of touching your cousin of all things, you'd be confused too, would you not? So, like, exactly. So, and then she later on she said she lied to like protect her mom and stuff, which like that I get it, I get it. But there's so many other ways she could have said that, you know? Like she could have said that she didn't clean her bed or something, right? And then crumbs or something. But like it's kind of gross, but like it's better than that. But yeah, and apparently that could have been on my that could have apparently went on my record or something, like a criminal record, which I find to be stupid. Because mind you, I'm still me and her are still both minors, right? So I don't that that don't make no sense. Like how does a PDF file charge? Like how would they get on my thing when I'm a minor? Like that's just how that works to me at least. Doesn't make sense. Like how do you? Because PDF file is when a adult is hitting on a minor. But if we're both minors, then I'm not PDF file because that just goes against the definition of it. So I was very confused. Like obviously I forgave her because also I didn't even go to that school anymore. So it's not like they knew me or anything anymore. But honestly, it was kind of more of a funny experience to me because like I don't know why, but I like being accused of something. I like being accused of, like not things of that caliber. But I like being accused of things that are just false, like just completely not true. Because I kind of like just breaking people's egos and proving them wrong, right? But at that point, sorry, sneeze. I was just confused. But me and Anna are good. Me and Ruru are on good terms now. But that was something, honestly. None of that was true, by the way. Just in case none of you picked it up. None of that happened. It was simply she was not bathing well enough, and she got some sort of infection. What type of infection? I don't know. If you want to ask that, you're weird. Genuinely, you're weird for asking that. 'Cause I don't know. I don't want to know. One, that's my cousin, so that's confusing. And two, even if it wasn't my cousin, even if it was my girlfriend, I don't want to know about what is happening with your pieces, okay? Like, I'm gonna worry about mine, you worry about yours. The only time I will ever care about someone else's is if it is bleeding, unless it's a woman. But, like, that's not a sexist way, but, like, periods, and they bleed during period, like, yeah. That is genuinely the only time I don't really care for the whole period sympathy thing. I'm not a person for sympathy. I don't sympathize for anyone. That's just not who I. That's not who I roll. Yeah, yeah. Okay. My grammar is great, but yeah, unless it is bleeding, I do not care about someone else's pieces. But as for a woman, I'm most likely assume it's period, depending on the age. Like I think periods start at like 10 or something, and I still do at 11. Don't. I do not know this for a weird way. She just told me. Because funnily enough, the whole thing started while we were on the phone with each other. It's kind of funny. It's also very gross in their baking. But yeah, okay, enough about that because this is getting weird. I should make it mouth run. I'll make one. I don't feel like making one. Well, there's about me and my story time. So, we summary. The name is Pyro. I am a minor. I'm not gonna say my age. I'm a minor. The with autism, ADHD, and very antisocial, with a slight parasocial relationship with himself. Do not ask. And older and pretty much male version of the Beechwood River will be in the description. And this was my story time. And for first PDF one about Cookie is true. Second one about me is not. Well, like that happened, but like that me being pedophile is not true. And I do not want to see this video resurface in some sort of clip against me because I will be suing you because that's just some bullshit. Because I've said multiple disclaimers during that entire thing that those allegations were not true. And I have an alibi from the person herself. She could genuinely vouch for me on that. Because I'm just saying. Because if the so-called victim said it didn't happen, it didn't happen. Like you can't argue with it. So if this ever does resurface into something against me, I have Anna. I have River. She got this. Like she gonna be. And not even just that. My mom, River's mom, Naughty. I have plenty of people to back me up if this ever comes out. Right? If this ever comes back in some out of pocket clip, this comes out as out of pocket clip, I'm suing you into the grounds for defamation and also just being a prick. Alright? Now, that is it. Goodbye.